Hello, everyone. I'm really happy today to have the honor of having on my channel the person who makes some of the top straight razors in the world, for me the best. I would like to welcome Boris, the man behind River Razors. Thank you so much, Boris. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
I have very much questions, so I write it to don't forget.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can.
Okay. How long time you making straight razors, and where the biggest challenge you face it, the most demanding parts during this time, and
Okay.
how you think do you evolve over this time?
Okay. So about 7 years ago, I started to restore straight razors. Started doing scales, polishing them up, and that lasted about maybe 1.5 to 2 years. And then I met a friend from France who was actually making straight razors back in the days. And he started teaching me like how he did his razors. So that was about, I'd say it was about 5.5 years ago. So about 5.5 years ago, I got my first grinder and started making razors. Um, it was kind of challenging at first because for making straight razors, there are no schools. Nobody can teach you, and all the guys that are actually making razors in the world, they are not very keen to teach you anything. Like, unless you know them very well and you can make friend with them, they will not teach you anything. It's a very secretive world, like the makers, they keep their secret. They don't like to share them with anyone. So it took a long time. I actually started like making razors and selling them after about maybe a year to a year and a half. But I'd say that the first real good straight razors that came out of the workshop must have been after 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years to start making like proper razors.
Great. Yes, of course, it's very difficult to make a razor, but
It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy.
it's another level now.
Yeah, it's not easy at first. Yeah, it's difficult. And there are making many makers that they will make quarter hollow grinds and they will make half hollow grinds, but they will not make full hollow grinds. And that's because full hollow grinds are incredibly difficult to make. Like, compared to like a quarter hollow grind, a full hollow grind is about 10 times as difficult to make. It's very, very difficult to make a full hollow grind on the grinders that we use. And that's the reason why you see few of the makers, they make full hollow. A lot of them, they prefer making quarter hollows, half hollows, near wedge, just because it's a lot easier, and it's also a lot faster, because when you make a full hollow, you remove a lot of steel, and there is a whole portion of the blade that is very thin and very flexible, and that flexibility is difficult to get all across the blade, because you're working on a surface that's about a millimeter in thickness. So if you just grind a little bit more at one point, you might just get through the blade, and that's why it's so difficult to make.
Could you tell us, describe the progress about making a razor, the steps you follow?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, it depends if you're going to be forging your razors or if you're going to be making them in the stock removal. Most razor makers make their razors in stock removal. That means that we buy the steel bars. For myself, I use a laser to draw the shape of the blade on the steel, and then I take that steel bar and I take it to a metal bandsaw, and I cut all around. I actually can show you. Just wait 1 second. I'll show you.
Okay.
All right. So we use the bandsaw and we cut the blank of the blade, which is the outline really of the blade.
Yes.
Once that's done, I'll grind all of the beveled part of the razor. So if there's a beveled spine, I'll grind that in, pierce the pivot hole so that the razor can have its scales. And then I'll draw out lines on both sides and I'll hollow grind it. I'll hollow grind it until I'll get about a millimeter left at the edge. And then it'll go into the oven. It's taken up to about, for this particular steel, it's taken up to about 825 degrees Celsius. And then it's plunged into a special oil to cool it very fast and to harden it as much as possible.
Yes.
And then once that's done, it goes into a normal oven, about 200 degrees, and that will relieve all the stress in the steel that happened during the quenching into the oil. Because when you take a piece of steel that's very hot and you put it into oil bath, there is a lot of stress in the steel. The steel is very brittle, and it's very stressed inside. So we take it and we put it into a normal oven at about 200 degrees for about 2 hours. And that will reveal all the stress in the steel and get the hardness down a little bit. Okay?
Yes.
Then when that's done, when you get the razor out of the quench is done and the steel is hardened, I'll bevel the tang. Take it to the grinder on the flat platen, and I'll bevel the tang, taper the tang, so that it gets from full thickness all the way down to about 2 millimeters. And then once that's done, I'll take it back to the grinder and I'll grind in the remaining of the hollow. So if it's, for example, a quarter hollow, it will be a big wheel, about 200 millimeters. It will be covering the whole part of the hollow. If it's a half hollow, the wheel will be smaller. If it's a full hollow, then you're using a very small wheel. So what happens is you'll grind with a very small wheel here all the way up to the spine, a very, very deep hollow, and that will leave you with a bellied line right here. And then you use that same wheel, remove the bellied line, and then you go back and forth, and you equalize the whole length of the hollow. And then you just have to go up. And then you just go up the grits, like, for example, you go 40, 80, 120, 240, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 2000 grit. And then when you get to 2000 grit, you take the razor to the buffer and you mirror polish it.
Okay.
And by that time, the edge is very thin, it's very flexible, and there shouldn't be any discrepancies along the hollow. So when you're grinding, you have to make sure that when you look at the light, there are no gouges or anything on the blade and it's perfectly smooth. Because if it's not, when you mirror polish it, as soon as you put it to the light, you will see all the imperfection that will pop up on the razor.
Right.
So that's also very important. And then just make the scales.
All that work, it's you do it yourself, or
everything is done just by me.
Of course.
Yeah.
And how many razors, straight razors, have you created so far? Do you remember the number?
I would say about altogether maybe around maybe 200.
Maybe 200. Yes.
200, about 200. Not counting all the ones that ended up in the trash because they were missed or.
In a period of 2 years or more.
Oh yeah, since I started. So altogether, since about started in 2020, so about 5 years.
About 5 years.
Yeah. But if you're counting like the razors that I've been very happy with and that for me like didn't have any defects whatsoever, there must be about 80 to 100.
Yes, it's very rare razor.
Yeah, There are not many made. Yeah, I can make about.
Very limited.
I can make about very maximum about 2 razors a week, but usually I only make 1.
Yes.
Razor take about 3 full days to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you share with us some secrets about the sharpening, the honing procession.
Excuse me? Can you repeat?
About the sharpening your razor, the honing the razors. You share with us some secrets.
Some secrets about how I hone my razors.
Yes.
Okay, so the biggest secret is that I don't know if I should say that on this channel, but because my competitors, they will learn from it if they watch this interview. But basically, when my razor gets out of the grinder, there is no edge on it. It's not been sharpened yet, but it's already shaving sharp. Because when I grind it, when I finish the razor on the grinder, I apex it so that there is no more steel at the edge. So it's basically like an edge, but without an edge. The razor itself is the edge. So when I get that razor to the stone, it's very, very quick to hone it. Like, I'd say the first step on the 800 grit stone takes about 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, it's already passing HHT all across the edge. And then I go straight from 800 to 8,000.
Oh.
Yeah, because the edge is so tiny. And I've been looking at it under the microscope, and there is no difference if I take it to 800, 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, or if I take it from 800 to 8,000, there is no difference. The 8,000 stone remove the scratches very easily.
Yes.
So
it's technical, synthetic stone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, the whole first part of the sharpening until 12,000 grit is done on synthetic stones. And to finish the razor, now I have my Olympus stone, but before I would finish it on black arc.
Yes.
Black arc with oil.
With oil, yes.
But I did not get the results that I get with the Olympus. That's for sure. How
do you find the Olympus stone? I see your post. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big change. It's an amazing stone. It's definitely gets my razors a lot sharper and smoother than my previous process. And my previous process was already good because my customers, a lot of them, they tell me that they never got like such a beautiful edge on a razor. But with the Olympus, it gets just the edge, like I'd say about 25% ahead of the edges I was making before, because the cut is smooth, it's comfortable, you don't feel the edge. And once you're finished shaving, you can put alcohol in your skin and you don't feel any tingling whatsoever. It's really like you haven't shaved, but you're shaved, but you haven't shaved, because you don't feel any tingling, you don't feel any discomfort whatsoever. So yeah, it's a nice stone, definitely.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to hear that from you.
Yeah, you did good because you found a special stone. It's not easy to find a special stone.
Yes, the problem is I can't find. It's a very limited stone.
Yeah, you have to find a way and see if maybe there is a way.
There's no way. I want to ask you something last, but very important.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
How can someone can get your razors? What is the steps must to do?
You just have to contact me on either by mail or on Facebook or Instagram at River Razors, and then you get on the waiting list. Waiting list right now is about 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Previously,
I'm the last one.
Yeah, you're one of the last one. Yeah, because it got like in 2024 end of 2023, 2024, after the Dr. Matt video, I had like a year and a half wait for a razor.
Okay,
But now it's, yeah.
it's amazing razor, so the list is never
Thank you.
out.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, you know, I wasn't expecting the video to do so well when he made it, and he surprised me because, you know, he first told me that he was not gonna make a video, so I was disappointed. And then a month later, I got one of my friends telling me that there is a crazy video that came out with one of my razors, and I was like, who did that video, you know? And when I saw that video that he made, I was shocked, you know, because I didn't expect him to find that razor to be so good. And then in a month time, I got a year worth of orders. It was very, very quick. So, you know.
it's amazing. If you know how to shave it, your razor, it's top razor.
Thank you. Thank you.
I use razors. I have tried very much razor different. It's top.
And you know who taught me to make razors? There is a person that actually, a very famous maker that taught me how to make razors at one point. I don't know if you heard of him. His name is Jack Conan from South Africa.
From South Africa,
No, he. You know Trevor from Wolf Blade?
Yes.
Jack was his teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, he taught Trevor how to make razors, and he also taught me how to make razors. And he's one, like, hands down, one of the best makers in the world. What he does is just amazing. Nobody can do it. And you can check out his Facebook, Jack Conan. Yeah,
Yes.
he's a very, very good maker. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I want to send me your contact information to put
Yeah, of course.
in the description of the video.
Yeah, of course I will.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. Bye.